Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another episode of another Farm Roguelike. It is great to be here. I hope your day is going great as well. Just to get you up to speed, this is our 8-week ultimate difficulty run featuring the cook. So this is the second episode in the playthrough series. We are on week 3, so let's pop on into the farm and watch the madness develop. And while we're popping in here, folks, if you are new to the channel, please consider becoming a subscriber, especially if you are viewing and enjoying the content. Really helps a small channel like me grow, and I really appreciate it. In fact, kind of on the topic of growth, we just recently hit the 500 subscriber mark, which is absolutely tremendous. Thank you so much to everybody in this community. I could have never envisioned reaching 500 subscribers, especially so soon, so thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed and you're not a part of the community, well, consider joining because the community is truly awesome. So thank you so much to everybody. You know, you've made this YouTube endeavor really enjoyable, and the people I've met, the community that has been growing has just been absolutely tremendous. So thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Let's get up to speed. So we have our furnaces here making, sugar and chocolates, some auxiliary copper to sell. That's good. We have a bunch of windmills getting some flour. We're using the sugar and the flour to produce some food products. We did go early field kitchen in the first episode. We have some fields with some beneficial crops like kale and white beet and wheat. Obviously, these are all things that can be used to craft donuts and things of and kale sandwiches and things of the like that really kind of help play to our strengths, right? We also got into some bee house, some honey production here. And really, I heard from a commenter, Logan. You know who you are. Thanks, Logan. I don't think we need to really space these out. His suggestion was to probably condense these a little bit, so I think that'll be the first order of business. Let's maximize the space. In fact, we can probably put in a few more fields here. If animals are the future for us, right, getting the animal products like the eggs and some milk from the cows, we're going to need space, right? And we're also going to need crops that they eat. And the chicken, of course, eats carrots, parsnips, and cauliflower, so we're not growing any of those. And then the cow eats wheat, kale, and radish, so the way I see it, we'll have to add radish, carrot, parsnip, and cauliflower, and then get a nice little stack of those for our chickens and cows of the future. So I think this is probably a pretty fine spot for some more fields. So why don't we go ahead and just kind of condense these bee houses just a little bit and then build a few more fields. So that'll be the first order of business here. Beyond, of course, harvesting our crops and the contents of our furnace and bee house here. So you can do that with a few hotkeys. It's P for the fields, I for everything else, and O to scoop it all up. So that's what we're going to do. And like I said, I'm going to just move these bee houses here. So the cool aspect of this game is, of course, you can remove your buildings. You get 100% of the resources back. The only resource you do not get back is the energy. So I'm going to think about this just a little bit differently here. We have the kale sandwich to sort of top up our energy if needed. So I'm not really worried about the energy loss. I'm more worried about the field space that these bee houses are taking up here. So I think if we do something like this, let's go with like two rows of them. Whoops, screwed that up. Let's go with 2 rows of them right up here. I think it makes a lot of sense. We're going to be getting good honey for jam. And also, it'll give us some space to put flower fields as well. When we get that far, that is. Because I've got my eyes on a big prize here, folks. And it is a cake that features rose. Yes, that's right. A rose cake. Didn't realize roses were something that people eat. Especially in cakes, but why not? So let's take down this tree here. Wood is still doing fine, and let's go ahead and get some more fields. We can also use this as an opportunity to get some more sand, which is definitely something that we need, right? So all good stuff coming from this motion here. All right, looking good. Some nice broad field space here. Let's get a few scarecrows in there and built up. Tremendous. And let's dig. Let's Shia LaBeouf this, right? Gonna get a whole bunch of sand, which is very nice. Really looking forward to just keeping our glass high, right? We definitely need to sell the tree seed for now. Alright, 34 sand. So what are we going to do with all these crops here? Well, I think first and foremost, let's get the kale in the seed maker. We have 25 kale seeds, so let's get that down. And don't let me forget to water, right? Let's get the wheat down as well. And then we're obviously going to be interacting with the shop for the rest of kind of what we need. So white beet, yep. Kale, yep. Wheat, yes. Beetroot, cabbage, potato, cabbage, and parsnip. We do need some parsnips, but first and foremost, let's get what we just bought planted. We're going to have a ton of field space left. So we're going to go in here. We're going to grab the parsnip seeds. Let's add another 4 slots to the shop. Kale. Here's some cauliflower. This is needed for chickens, so let's grab that. Radish is also needed for the cow of the future, of course, so let's grab that. More cauliflower, you bet. Beetroots, radish, wheat, kale. More wheat. More kale, potato, beetroots. Let's roll this. We have carrots. Chickens need the carrots as well. So let's buy some of those. More parsnip, you bet. Radish. Alright, let's see how much space we have left. Definitely want the carrots down. Okay. More kale. Sure thing. Alright, so we have exactly 2 spots remaining. Let's buy 2 radishes. Get them in the earth and then get this all watered up here. Alright, pound down some kale sandwiches when you're feeling under the weather. You bet. And let's keep on keeping on here. Alright, looking good. So that'll be a huge boost to us once it all gets kind of grown up. Of course, I'm worried about the inventory space and taking on a bunch of new stacks of a bunch of these vegetables. Maybe we can get the backpack upgrade, maybe. The copper bar is selling great right now, so let's go ahead and make that sale. It's another 2 grand. Apple jam, orange jam is selling high end right now. So we can actually craft more of this. But before we do that, let's go mining. Even though we're a cook, we still have to spend some time in the mines. We still have to spend some time in the fields. Although our true passion lies in the field kitchen, of course. But there are things that need to be in place before we can really get there and be free in the kitchen, if you will. Alright, bunch of coal, bunch of stone there. Very good. In fact, how much stone do we have? We have 130. What do we need? Sawmill, no. I mean, there is the alchemy pot. Let's see. What do some of these totems do? Nothing that directly helps, you know, crafting or fishing. Obviously, there's the potion aspect of it, right? Let's see. Okay, so nothing really for crafting, but we of course do have the truffle soup, right? And that's pigs. Would go well with our skill. I don't know, definitely something to think about. I'm going to go ahead and craft as many of these orange jams as I possibly can. Lovely. And then we're going to make this sale for sure. So that's 3 grand right there. That's a good little bonus. I mean, we got to make 50 grand here, folks. I mean, that's a tall task. But we're starting off strong here. All right, so I think what we can do now is let's get a few more furnaces. Furnaces do us well for sure. All right, wheat in the windmills. Every turn, let's just get the windmills a spinning. Definitely need more bread. So let's get some flour in the furnaces. Okay, we have 37 bread, 137 sugar. I think I'm okay crafting with the rest of this. So what do we have? We have the donuts. We have the chocolate donut, which we have plenty of chocolate. And just to remind myself again, where's the sell price? Chocolate donut is better. A little more resource intensive though, of course. Alright, I think I'll just go with the regular donut here for now. And how's that selling? Selling high end. Very nice. 2,700. We'll certainly take it. Alright, let's get some sand along with the wheats in the furnace here. Might as well throw the rest in there. We're doing great on sugar. So why don't we go ahead and get the rest of this copper in here. Okay, perfect. And then we can get some of these white beets in here. And then what I'll do is I will eat just a few kale sandwiches here. And let's target... I'm going to need some apples. So let's target these fruit trees, essentially. Let's get the fruits of the fruit trees. Want some cocoa too. That's a good furnace item. Alright, apple tree. Got a whole lot down here in this corner. Alright, looking good. Got a nice stack of these forageable type items. Alright, looking good. Let's check the black market here quick. Pure strength. Okay, and then sticky shovel. Each time you use the shovel, you have a 5% chance that honey will drop. I mean, there's some utility there for us, but I mean, it's a grand, right? And if we're looking at a backpack upgrade truly, that's 10 grand. We need 12 to unlock the animals. I don't love spending the cash on that, but I am optimistic about tomorrow where, you know, of course we have the upgrade day. So why don't we go ahead and end our turn there and see what tomorrow brings. Let's go. All right, we have connections, rent value minus 15%. Very nice there. Interest, day ends immediately. Next week, we get 3 upgrades. We used that in our last run. It was very useful. I think you could probably make the case to go with this. Sunrise. I'm going with interest. It worked really, really good in our last run. It's nice to get it early here, right? We do lose a day, but I think it's the right choice. Either that or interest is obviously really good as well. But I think I made the right choice. It might be famous last words. Of course, we will see. We did miss a day, right? But we're sitting at about 20 grand. So first things first, let's craft some kale sandwiches. The champion. All right, 29 of them. Very nice. Sell the worm. Let's get the few units of sand in the furnace. Bunch of kale seeds here. Let's get them planted. All right, looking good. Let's get the crops watered. I'm going to try not to forget this episode. All right, lovely. I mean, we'll be sitting good on kale once it grows. I'll get some more wheat, because we'll be using a lot of it every single turn. All right, so let's go mining here quick. Now I want to get an idea, excuse me, of where our wheat and sugar ratio is at, because it's much easier to just get more wheat, right? Or more flour, I should say, than it is necessarily sugar that, you know, require the furnace. So I want to get a good gauge on that. Maybe we can add a few more windmills. All right, get this down. All right, so we're sitting at 71 flour, 121 sugar. It would be a shame to be hindered by flour, which is very easy to make in, you know, high volumes, right? So let's go ahead and get some more of these windmills here. Let's get 4 more of them. All right, looking good. Now, more wheat. Lovely. All right, so let's look at crafting here. So I think what I'll do is I'll hold a stack of each donut, and we can choose the one that's selling the best. Suppose I can also do that with the cookie too, although the cookie is pretty underwhelming compared to the donut. So maybe not on that. Chocolate soup. Next 15 crops give +1 resource. So we could do that. Beetroot soup. I'm definitely looking at cheese soup. Let's craft a chocolate soup here. Sells for 150 through 220? Really? Okay. And it just takes 1 unit of chocolate and 3 glass. I will definitely build up a stack of these. And then we can do the pink donut for the other one. We still got jars, so let's use all of our glass on that. And sell high. For the donut, let's make the pink donut. So we got a bunch of sellable things here now. We can sell them when the price is right. Alright, apple jam, not selling great. How about the orange jam? Selling better. But I think we can hold off for now. So let's hold off on that. Let's get our furnaces filled up here. 52 units of sugar. We're definitely going to want to get some more sugar. So we don't want that one to be lagging. Especially with all of the windmills that we just added here. So let's get a lot of sugar. And we have some cocoa here. And we have so much stone we can actually build more of these furnaces. I think that'll be about good. Pound down a kale sandwich here quick. Alright, so let's get it filled back up. Get some more sugar. Alright, looking good. Let's use the axe the rest of the way here. Alright, let's get some more wood. Never know when you might need it for coal, of course. But current state, we're doing pretty good on coal. Alright, I think we're about good there. Energy's gone, furnace is good, watered up, harvested up. Honey price would have sold for a little bit better today, but that's okay. No fishing tomorrow, which affects us in no way, shape, or form. So let's go ahead and end our turn there. Although I did just realize I forgot to check the black market yesterday. It's a good way to just, I don't know, spend money that you don't have early on, right? So I certainly want to avoid that if possible. Don't need the grass. All right, let's get these wheat seeds in place. And then kale seeds the rest of the way. Sand in the furnace. Copper bar not selling good. Chocolate soup is. Donuts selling okay. Yeah, we're kind of in a zone here with our sellable items where nothing's selling particularly high end, but you can make the case on some of this to just make this sale, right? I mean, we're going to have to do something. I think we can move off the chocolate soup right now. Alright, so that's 13k. Very nice. The pink donut's selling pretty good. 274 sugar and 126 flour. Let's do it. And let's sell it. Another 14k. Alright, good. We are getting closer here, folks. Getting closer. Let's craft some more of the apple gem. Never mind, we don't have the honey. Well, we didn't have honey, but now we do. Alright, looking good. Wheat in the windmills here. And let's take to the mines. Alright, stones looking good. The fields are planted up, but they need watering. Alright, all watered up. Good to go. Alright, so we use all of our flour. That's okay. We don't have to make bread every single turn, admittedly. I mean, call me crazy here, folks, but let's get one more windmill. The sugar is certainly keeping up, at least for now. Of course, I say that as I use the last of my beets in the furnace. Impressively, coal is keeping up. Change these two to gold, so give us a little, you know, side product to sort of smelt in the furnace each turn. It almost feels like we need another field to get more of this white beet. Right? So why don't we get another field then? I mean, why not? We have one that'll kind of be suboptimal. That's all right. In fact, I'm going crazy here. Call me crazy, but I'm doing this. This is actually going to bug me. Funny enough, if it's not lined up with this. So let's try it again. There we go. Yeah, so we need more white beets and wheat, essentially, right? All right, good deal. more glass for the furnace. Or more sand to make glass. Alright, seeds. Let's get them planted. Kale, you bet. Radish. White beet. And some wheat as well. Let's roll the shop here. Parsnip, cabbage. Alright, we've got a bunch of white beet seeds there. Alright, good deal. Let's get some kale in there, and what are we looking at here? Still have furnace space to utilize. What do we want to get out of it? I suppose we could always throw some wood in there. Let's go ahead and like clean up this spot here. And you will have to let me know, folks, like, what are your opinions? What kind of observations are you making, right? It's definitely, you definitely give good, feedback. You definitely give me things to think about, right? That I think lend to the overall success of any given run. So, kind of let me know what you're seeing here. It's a resource balancing thing that we're kind of working through right now. Namely with the, sugar and flour, right? Can make some real good money with ample reserves of both sugar and flour. So that's kind of what I'm trying to target here. Obviously, I gotta remember to water the fields too. My goodness. But yeah, we are closely getting toward the end of the week here. And, I think we'll definitely be able to make the 50K. But for some reason, it's not quite as secure as some of the previous runs, for sure. And I always knew that this particular run was going to be a grind. You bet. And we're kind of experiencing that right now. Alright, what are we looking at? Got no honey, so no jam. In fact, we already did that. Made a stack of donuts, sold all those. So I think we're good. Black market here, already checked that. Alright, I think we're good. Let's head to the next date. Alright. Day 5 dawns here. Let's collect everything that we can. Looks like we're leaving some flour on the field. That's alright. We've got some field space to dig. See if we can't get the rest of our seeds in the earth to free up some inventory space. And we did just that. Alright. Get some wheat in the seed maker. Let's see. White beet seeds, yes. That's what we need. In fact, if we make a bunch of money and have some surplus, right? I think that is the appropriate time to start looking at our animal friends. So I want to stay good on white beets and wheat. I want to stay very strong. All right, looking good. All right, let's hit up the mines here. Let's get some iron bars. Can always sell those, of course. It's kind of the plan. And gold. Although we'll certainly kind of see how it shakes out, right? If I'm sort of waiting for some white beetroots, why not toggle my mines to, you know, ore? So at least we have something to throw in here, right? But I obviously want to maximize sugar as much as possible. We do have a lot of furnaces, though. Of course. Get the stone. Get the coal. Get some more energy as well. Careful miner. Okay. Alright, so what do we have? We have no white beets left over yet. We'll be getting those, but we just don't have any yet. However, we do have plenty of sugar and more flour to work with here. We also have some honey. Orange gem is selling good, so let's start off there. Boom. Alright, looking good. Chocolate donut, it's selling pretty good. How about just the regular donut? Selling just about as good. And doesn't require the chocolate. So let's go ahead and make the regular donut. Still doing good on kale sandwiches. Lovely. Alright, let's make the sale there. That's about 10 grand. Copper bar, not selling good at all. And we've made rent at least. So everything else is just kind of a bonus now. Like I said, I'd like to get a nice padding of $12,000. Probably 15 to 20. So we can get these animals. But, I mean, this is only going up, right? The rent payment is only going up here, folks. So I think what we really, really, really need... I mean, it appears like it's more flour. Doesn't it? We still have a power stack of sugar. But not enough flour. Just chronically not enough flour. So let's solve this problem. Man, building windmills is hard work, huh? Alright, there we go. So we should be getting a whole lot more flour next turn. We should be. I think for the most part, our furnaces can kind of just remain sort of open. get another mine there. Toggle this one to minerals. Let's cut the rest of this down as well. Then I think I'll get two more coal mines there. Let's add two more. Coal and coal. All right, I like that balance there. So let's end our turn here, and we have no fish tomorrow. Black market, spooky tools for 3 grand. Not worth it. Nothing really left to craft with. Just waiting on chickens, essentially. And then I want to start getting these. How does that chocolate cake sell? Just curious. Asking for a friend. 220. Better off selling donuts. Cheese soup. That's where it's at. That's definitely where it's at. I'm going to get a stock of this. It does sell pretty good. Don't need to sell it right now. Alright, let's end our turn there. There. All right. All right. Day 6 dawns here. And what do we have? We have all kinds of stuff. Did I forget to water last turn? Man, I think I did. Yikes. My bad, folks. Let me have it in the comments section if you so choose. I knew I would forget. All right. So that's not good. But it also would not be the first time. Alright, is anything selling good? Surprisingly, like, not really. Iron bar. Also not selling well. Gold bar. Also not selling well. Wow. Unbelievable. In a lot of ways, it's unbelievable. So why don't we start off with a little bit of crafting here. Alright, so that'll do it for the apples. We'll see ya. Got some good run out of them. Looking at a decent sale here, but the price is not right. Alright, chocolate soup, price also not good. Yeah, like nothing's really selling all that well. Now we have 226 flour and 94 sugar. So of course, you know, it swings hard back at us, and obviously it would help if I remembered to water my fields, right? So we're going to be balancing here, folks. We're going to be balancing in a big way. But boy, do we have a lot of large nodes here, don't we? I don't even think I've remembered seeing this many in the miner run. All right. I think it's important that we just keep building these stacks, right? All these things to sell when the price is right, it's important to keep building them. And if we can do that, I think we can pretty easily, well, not easily, but we'll be able to potentially give ourselves a little bit of padding, if you will. And that will allow us to get into animals and so forth, right? So we want to continue to build these stacks. All right. Do we need more kale sandwiches? Suppose we can get some bread here, because we're going to have a lot of extra. All right, good deal. As far as crafting goes, chocolate donut selling pretty good. How about just the regular donut? Not good at all. All right, so chocolate donut it is. $48 of them. And chocolate soup here. Until the glass is gone. That'll be a good stack to sell once we get there. All right, sugar, flour, looking good. We're watered up, thankfully. Absolutely nothing biting at all. Oh, 0% chance to catch fish. That's why. What do you know? Yeah, we need a beet harvest for sure. All right, I think I'm good ending the turn there, although tomorrow's going to hurt. I'll buy these. We'll hold on to them. Definitely got to get some more sugar. All right, let's end our turn there. Maybe tomorrow we'll get some favorable pricing to sell. Let's go. All right, 50 grand falls out the bottom. Yikes. We owe 90,000. We are at 5,000. So it was really hard to kind of build a bankroll in that one. However, we do have some crops that we can harvest. And then first and foremost, let's get the white beets right in the seed maker here. Let's craft some orange gem. Well, we need some glass for that. We don't have glass. So bad things happen when you forget to water your fields. It puts you behind. All right, let's hope we get some favorable pricing here. What do we have? Apple gem. Not favorable. Orange gem. Very favorable. 7 grand there. Chocolate soup. Wonderfully favorable. That is 17 grand there. Very nice. Gold bar. Nothing. Copper bar. Nothing. Iron bar. Not quite good enough. Chocolate donut. Not good enough. Donut. Also not good enough. All right, at least we got one sale there. I mean, you can make the case that if you're going to go for animals. You should probably do that now. Right? I think so. They are very much a part of this build. I also, like, desperately need a backpack upgrade. It's pretty crazy. So why don't we do this? Let's get the seeds down that we have. Got some white beets. Get those planted. Get the sand, you bet. Get that in the furnace. We have the radish now and the cauliflower, of course. All right, some more wheat. Let's get it planted. And I'm going to just water first, right? Like, that'll be the first thing I do every single turn, unless I forget. That's what I'm going to try to do. I mean, I suppose I could build sprinklers, right? But watering isn't really a big deal to me. It's just if you forget to do it, right? So I'm good on that. Let's get the wheat in the windmills, and as you would imagine now, our wheat supply is running low. So we're balancing a lot of things here, folks. Like, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be balanced. And I don't know that I'm doing the best job of it, so please let me know, like, what are you thinking? I think I've gone pretty extreme in trying to maximize flour, for sure. Wheat is going to be a crop that is needed for not only flour, but feeding of cows as well, right? So we're going to have to balance it pretty closely. And frankly, we just have a lot of furnaces. But we also have, you know, furnaces wide open too. So it's kind of a good thing that we have these ores here. Because otherwise our furnaces aren't going to be used, right? Really want that backpack upgrade, man. I tell ya. Alright, let's get the copper. In fact, really looking forward to getting these ore bars sold. So we don't have to mess around with them. I just need to get some of this bottom row stuff sold, you know? So that's kind of what we're waiting on here, folks. I'm kind of in a holding pattern. Just a little bit. But we're about a third of the way there. If we add animals, that's 12K, and then, you know, I believe it's 200 per animal. But it would be great to add animals and then get chickens on the field, like right now. Because what can chickens do for us? Well, they unlock a lot for us. I also want to see, how does mayonnaise sell? Because I know there's a Mayo machine, right? 26 to 105. Okay, never mind. Never mind. It almost feels like we need the cow more, truthfully. So here's what I'm going to do. Don't worry, I'm not adding another field. But we need sand. And we need it pretty bad. So let's get like a little sand pit dealio going on here, huh? I miss that diamond shovel, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, a bunch of sand here. Let's see. 1 sugar. $92 grass. Whoops, I just sold my radishes. My goodness. My bad, guys. It's been a day. That's alright. If we add cows, we need glass to milk them appropriately, right? So here's what I'll do. I'll build a fence up here. My goodness. Build a fence up here. So let's get this built. What are we going to have? Like 35? 38. If we can get cows and we can get milk, we can get cheese soup eventually. I mean, all of this is very glass intensive though, right? So we have to keep that in mind. But I think it's kind of important. I mean, we could do fried egg. What's that selling for? 60 to 200. Not bad. I think the cheese soup is the big one. And also there's the meat sandwich, but of course the roasted meat costs $200 to get. So if you look at the price from that stance, it's actually not that good. The cheese soup, however, very, very good. At 300 to 350, it can be a pretty consistent earner for us, I do believe. So I think we have to. So let's get the animals unlocked here. We have some chickens. Let's do it. Chickens, what's up? Of course, we have some sheep. And since I sold all of our radishes, we have some pigs. I want cows. It's definitely what we need. Yikes, man. 4 of you want a radish. Well, I suppose we don't have any glass this turn anyways, so It's kind of pointless. But we can also, of course, start getting fertilizer, right? All right, I think I have a vision. Or I think I have the vision to kind of take this into the next few weeks here. It definitely needs sand, though. Didn't realize how intensive the cows were on glass, right? They just are. So I think with the rest of what we have here, let's get our chickens fed and start stacking up our eggs here. And that's right, we have the upgrade here. Gives twice as many resources. Very, very nice. Okay, so this is going to work out well for us, actually. So why don't we get... Of course, we can't get more chickens because we don't have any room. All right. Let's see. I mean, we got plenty of wheat here. Let's sell the wheat seed. Let's buy these 4 chickens here. All right, chickens. What do you need? Because I can guarantee you, like, for you, that I've got it. All right, 18. So let's roll 7 cows and 11 cows. So that's 18. So that's 36, 37, 38. There we go. Can always expand the fence a little bit too, but we don't necessarily need to do that yet. I don't even know if I can sustain 38 animals right now. We're going to have to see. But either way, I think this denotes the appropriate end to the overall week and thus overall episode. Things are about to get very interesting with this run here, folks. It just will. I've just got a feeling. I mean, I believe the key is going to be, can we unlock these animals, right? Can we get them... Can we get their value unlocked for us, right? And if we can, I think we'll be okay. If it takes us some fumbling, if it takes us a while, if we kind of stumble, then I think we'll be in trouble. I know that we're going to need some cheese machines, for sure. So let's get some cheese machines. And in fact, we can put them... Each of these has the capacity of, what, 3 or 4? Need to remind myself of these things. 4. Okay. I mean, there's no real harm in building some more. Alright, so we're going to be able to go nuclear on the cheese as soon as we start getting jars for milk from our fine cow friends. Alright, so I was landing the plane on this episode, and then I got sidetracked, but yeah, I think this episode is bound to get very, very interesting here. It's going to be tight. It's going to be a challenge. I can just feel it. But like I said, it's all in unlocking our animal friends. Can we unlock their value, right? We are getting double their stuff, right? So that's helpful to us. Will it be enough? Maybe. Will it be enough for the next episode? I'm feeling pretty optimistic about that. Just got to get some cheese soup rolling. But will it be enough for, to take this one across the finish line? That's what I don't know. But I want to hear your thoughts in the comments field. Please don't be shy. Let me know. Where's our opportunities, right? I'm sure there's some things that you find folks are thinking about that maybe I'm not thinking about. So let me know. Obviously got to make sure I water our darn plants, though. It's only the most important thing. So let me know. I think I'm good to kind of end my turn right there. Yeah. If we do anything, any of this kind of stuff, we're just going to be broke. So let's end our turn there. And let's review the upcoming week. Fields are watered. All right, let's go. So week 4, day 1 here. And what do we have? I mean, this is looking real rough down here, isn't it? Sure is. We have casino at work here. Each roll gives $50. Okay. I like that. I'm going to start getting some fertilizer here, which is great for our beetroot and wheat. We have upgrade day, obviously, where we have interest at work for us, which is very nice. I mean, that's going to kind of set the tone for this whole week, right? What upgrades are we going to get? It's kind of important here. We have forager. We have bee crisis, fish frenzy, dirty furnace, and payment day. So dirty furnace is rough for sure. But hopefully we're making cheese by then. 3 glass, 2 cheese there, folks. This is what we want. The cheese soup. The cheese soup. Let's make as much of it as we possibly can. We have some good glass here. And in fact, what we can do is, you can sort of repair this land and then dig it up again if you absolutely need to. But hopefully we can sustain enough glass just by digging these spots, right? So we have that going on. What else do we have going on here? Let's take a look at... Okay, so chocolate donuts selling good. Very nice. Iron bar, copper bar, gold bar. Apple jam selling decent. I mean, it's ultimately, it's going to be a grind. So we'll have to see what happens. And we can certainly take a look in the next episode. 15 bread for 4 diamonds, you bet. Yeah, we're all over that. So I think what I'll do is end the episode there, folks. Again, thank you so much for your viewership. Thank you so much for, being a part of the race to 500 subscribers, right? We got there. It's a long road, but we got there. And I have you fine folks to thank for that, so thank you so much. If you are enjoying the content on the channel and you're not subscribed, join us. We'll love to have you. If you like, daily content uploads, not necessarily of AFR, but, just a game or a few games that I'm playing on the channel, I try to upload daily, and I've been pretty darn consistent about that. So that's one thing you can get. And you can get kind of this long-form, thoughtful commentary stuff, as well as a channel operator, a content creator who cares and who wants to interact with you, right? So that's the kind of guy that I am. That's the kind of channel I run. One where I'm literally trying to create a community, and part of that community is me collaborating with you. So let me know, what you're seeing here on this particular run. I think things are very tight, but still not impossible. So we'll see. Anyways, folks, I'm getting out of here, though. Thank you so much. We'll catch you in the next episode. Have a great day and stay tuned. Thanks a lot. Bye.